Greetings everyone and welcome back to Rimworld, One Man and His Work, where in the last episode, Ica tried to commit suicide on Dark Aavak and is now imprisoned for this. For shame, Ica, you fool. However, we're only going to be keeping Ica here until the effect of Lady Wolfheart's ridiculous insulting spree wears off, which is going to be in about 1 day. Now, in terms of quests, we have 3 days to accept this. I'm still somewhat interested. But, I mean, if we could capture the mortar shield, for example, that would actually be pretty cool. We've got Trev's cache of supplies. This, the painstopper, is incredibly important for us. With that, Dark Aavak would be able to install the psychic silencer and the painstopper, meaning he could use psycasts of any level he wanted without worry. Right now, if he uses, I believe, let's have a quick look. If he uses any psycast of level 2, so Blinding Pulse, that has a chance of causing some issues. Granted, currently Stun is the only psycast that he's probably going to be using frequently, so we might not have too much to worry about there. Now, it's fairly cold at the moment. It's a gentle snow. Of course, there's toxic fallout everywhere, so, you know, going outside is not particularly advisable anyway. I am considering digging a tunnel up here, so we've got faster access to the large amounts of steel available up there. I'm also considering setting up a little bit more of a wall over here, so that we've got some long-range attack options available to us. How are you doing, Yoko? What's up? You're currently told to stay in the roofed area, which is pretty much everywhere, so you shouldn't be too upset about all of that. Let's have a look at your needs. Food is down, rest is down a little bit. Training is okay, though. Dark Aavak, we've got enough food here to keep you trained for pretty much forever. There shouldn't be any particular issues with that. We're also going to deconstruct these just for the immediate bulk of steel. And whilst we're checking this, let's pop back some more traps here and there, hither and yon. We want a couple in the most likely places someone would take shelter, so that we can, you know, encourage them to not be alive anymore should they decide to attack us. And currently, these locations are the most likely for someone to try and just duck and take a little bit of cover, or if they're coming up from here, they might swing past this. If, for example, we had someone here taking shots, they might try to take a little bit of cover around here, and then as we retreat, they'd move up. Now, it's kind of half and half. You can either put it where you think they're going to walk when they're coming out of cover, or put it where they're going to seek cover. In that case, this should be there. That is somewhere they'll seek cover. This is somewhere they'll walk after having sought cover. This is just somewhere they're going to walk, same as this one. So, you know, there's different ways of setting that up, and different benefits to all of it. Right, how's the temperature in here? The temperature in here is actually quite toasty, as it happens. What are we trying to keep it at? We're trying to keep it at 25, really? Do we really want to keep it at 25, though? I'm going to say no. Let's get that one to 18, and this one just up to, let's say, 22. 22 will be the highest we try to hold this room. And that should bleed over and keep these rooms at around the 20 range. And I think that'll generally be quite fine. How are you doing, Lady Wolfheart? You're doing alright. You've got an aching scar there, but, you know, it's nothing too bad. I'm going to allow you to go wherever you want. Lady Wolfheart can already go wherever she wants. Ica cannot. Though Ica is currently recovering from a lot of bites that went on there. Lady Wolfheart, we're gonna have to have words. We really are, because you're causing some issues. I'm not gonna lie. Some issues are being caused by Lady Wolfheart. On the plus side, you are putting up all of the traps, so you know that's a good thing. But yes, I think setting up another little area over here would be probably quite a decent idea. Let's get something. I think 3 gaps would be nice. That allows people to hide on each side. We can have sandbag bags in the middle, or sandbugs if you prefer. We'll go with sandbags. Are we going to use human leather for the sandbags? Of course we're going to use human leather for the sandbags. How much does it require? Only 5. So yes, 100% human leather sandbags. Because why would you use anything else? There we go. This is largely just going to be a defensive line for us. Nothing more, nothing less. We're also going to pop down major break risk on the evil friend. We'll check in on that in a second. But I'm going to want to build a roof area over this, like so. And at this point, we could just tunnel through, but that would undermine our defenses a little bit. I would prefer to tunnel up like this. So we're going to pop down a mining order. Right, to start with, we'll just get a single route mine, but then we'll eventually expand it out. We may lead in that corridor with traps at some point as well. We'll see about that one. But what's up, evil friend? Let's have a look at you. Cooked cannibalism. Yeah, that's going to be gone in 2 hours, though. Ugly environment. That's a bit rough. And the butchering of human life, that's going to last for a heck of a long time. You have an awful bedroom and you disapprove. I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were living in a 5-star hotel with the expectations associated with such haunty luxury. You scallywag, we're trying to survive. You're having to eat people because we run out of food and you're worrying about not having a nice bedroom. I thought you were a military man. My lord. On the plus side, everyone else has got a super swanky bedroom made of marble. So, okay, actually, I take that back a little bit. Everyone else is there with their marble beds. Okay, not as comfortable, but super, super luxurious with their marble end tables, their marble walls and lights, and you're stuck in a little room covered in dirt with a heater, and you're sleeping in a human leather bedroll. Yeah, all right. No, point taken. Point taken, mate. Yeah, no, fair. It's completely fair. We'll get you sorted. Right, let's get that going, and we will also want a marble. My lord. I do give you some gyp, don't I? Right, let's also get a dresser in there as well, because that will also help the bed. We'll pop the dresser. Well, actually, oh no, we'll leave that there, sure. We will hopefully be bringing in some of the marble very soon as Ica is over the insulted spree, which is only 19 hours. We'll get them out and helping with the plants again, because Ica is genuinely necessary for this. Ica is by far the best at planting, the best at sowing and of plant gathering, and will get the best yields, and we don't want to waste it on anything else. So yeah, I'll bring you back when the colony is a little bit more back to normal, or perhaps we should avoid normal, really, considering what the normal is for this colony. Either way, I'll bring you back when we're ready to depart on our quest. Well, Ica is not yet out of prison, but we do have 2 donkeys who have joined us, who are... look, we haven't got any food for the donkeys, so they're immediately going to be put down. Sorry, donkeys, but this is the way it's going to be for a while. Right, I've increased Dark Aavak's priorities on trying to get some plants sown, because it's going to take a little while. And unfortunately, yeah, we're all out of regular millers. Oh, this is going to hit Lady Wolfheart's mood a little bit, isn't it? Yeah. Dark Aavak, could you deal with the donkeys, please? And thank you. Let's get them dealt with, and then get their meat sent into the freezer where you can butcher them. No, don't do it in the bedroom. Okay, then fine, I guess you're doing it in the bedroom. Whatever, I guess. Yoko, if you could bring the other donkey in, that would be grand. Right, can we butcher the donkeys? We need that meat rather urgently. The folks here are getting a little bit upset. We'll just straight up use that meat there. No, too late. What are you going to do with it? You're going to feed it to someone. You're going to feed it to Ica. I will be amused. I will be deathly... You are feeding it to Ica. Wow. The person who insulted him so much. Just like giving him cooked people. It's not going to make Ica particularly happy, but, you know, that is the thing that's going to happen. Right, on that note, I mean, we're going to be not quite as close to getting rid of the cooked cannibalism now, but at least this has now largely expired, so we can go ahead and release you. Come on, then. Let's get them out. Release Ica. I can go and, well, not... grab a bite to eat. That's a shame the Lady Wolfheart decided to. You're releasing him straight into there. That's actually fantastic. On the plus side, though, I can now drop this back down to 3. So Dark Aavak can go about doing other things while Ica takes care of the harvesting. We have got a lot of the traps built, though, which is actually supremely good. We may even be able to get some fancy food for our colonists. That would actually be very, very welcome indeed. In terms of Trev's cash, we've got a long time before we need to worry much about that, and we're even managing to get Evil Friend's bedroom a little bit better. Tiny bit better. What are we making there? We're making unfinished plain leather duster. Nice. We also absolutely don't want to be... This is going to make batches. And yeah, that was a bit silly of me. Honestly, we don't need patch leather right now. Let's not even worry about it. We've got some dusters, we've got some odds and sods, and if people want to use them, then they perfectly can. We're straight up going to make some of the fancy meals for them. Wow, you guys are in the lap of luxury right now. Even Dark Aavak hasn't got any fancy gnomes. Unless, no, that isn't Dark Aavak's fancy gnomes, absolutely not. A group from Stuart's Alliance are visiting the colony. They seem to have a few items to trade. Marvellous. That might actually be quite useful. Now, this should start helping with people's mood a little bit. Now, where are those visitors? Oh, they're quite far away. Maybe we could rush out and have a chat with them. Now, if we look at people's general wardening skill, Lady Wolfheart is a really good warden. But, because of the annoying voice, probably fails a little bit there. I suspect Evil Friend will have a better chance, but let's send Lady Wolfheart out to chat with them. And I'm also going to send out Evil Friend as well, because I would like to see where this, what the difference is. We can quickly compare. Let's get you in as quickly as we can. There we go, Lady Wolfheart. Let's find out what your trade chance is. Plus 18. Okay, cancel that. Now, Evil Friend, what do you get? Plus 13. Okay, never mind then. Lady Wolfheart is the better one to trade with. Very well. I was a little worried that her annoying voice would cause some issues, but apparently not. That's actually very, very good to see. There we go. We've got a lot of nice gnomes in there now. A lot of nice gnomes. And as you can see, even though we've got 15 fine and only 5 simple, and these are to make 20 of either, because they're counting each other, it is 20 overall. And I'm actually really, really happy with that one. Really happy with that one. I do need to get Dark Aavak to make himself some more nice gnomes as well. Right, at this point, Lady Wolfheart, if you could finish doing whatever you're doing. Oh, you're going to sleep. In that case, don't finish that. Go and trade first. There we go. Let's find out what you have to trade. Ica doesn't have a bed anymore. Ha! My bad, Ica. Sorry. Oh, psych-IT. See, this can cause problems. I want to buy it all, but at the same time, I don't want people to get addicted. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly go through here and set up a trade, and I'll bring you back when I've decided on what we're going to have. There we go. As you can see, we're shifting a lot of items from the colony. All of these, the human leather dusters, they're fantastically expensive. They're wonderful trade goods. They're not particularly heavy either, so we may actually have a little cottage industry of turning people into clothing and then selling them back to the people. We're also selling a lot of the miscellaneous and generally poor weapons that we have around. In return, we are buying 20 psych-IT, 3 medicine, and even 3 packaged survival meals. A reasonable exchange, in my opinion. Right, can you please, and thank you, hold these in as a matter of some fairly high priority. Let's get all of that in. We even made a fair bit of money besides. And that allows me to set that one up for Ica as well. There you go, Ica. You can have her bed. Don't say we never do anything for you. There we go. Let's get all of that indoors. That is fantastic. Now that is going to bolster our food stocks even more, which I'm actually pretty happy with. I must be honest. Really, we've got more visitors from the same people. What? Sure. I mean, okay. I'm not going to turn that down. Certainly not. We have got a lot of wealth here as well right now, which is a little bit of a problem. Can we clean out these rooms a little bit? That's going to be a problem sooner rather than later, actually, which is a bit of an issue for me. And once you're done there, could you go and prioritize cooking some meals for yourself? Because you're going to need them fairly soon at that. This is the first time I've seen two traders from the same from the same faction show up at this more or less the same time. It's an interesting one to be certain. Lady Wolfheart, once you're done sleeping, could you go and trade? We'll see if they've got anything else worth doing. We've got odds and sods in here, but nothing amazing, I would have said. But no, apparently we've got some decent stuff here. Right, now I need to sort out the drug policy, frankly. So let's have a look at pick-me-ups. I am no longer allowing Psychite tea usage for social, for just recreational use. No. But I am going to allow people to use Psychite tea once every 2 days. You can have a cup of tea. I know it hurts my soul, but we've only got a supply of 19 right now. We've got to ration the tea, okay? And only if your mood is below 40%. At that point, by all means, have a bit of Psychite tea, lift that up just a little bit, and that should be okay. I could tell you to have some tea on you at all times, just in case, and maybe that is wise. Yes, I think so. Let's make sure that you have a little hip flask of tea with you at all times, in case an emergency beset you and you can't return to the colony in time. You can be safe in the knowledge that you have at least 2 days worth of supply of tea. I mean, if you're particularly in high spirits, it might last you even longer, which is, I mean, it's almost a punishment, really, for being in a good mood. But, you know, it is what it is. This is a survival situation, after all. Right, Lady Wolfheart, what have they got to trade? More Psychite tea. No, that's our Psychite tea. You can't have the Psychite tea back. I know you must be thinking to yourselves, oh, what a terrible trade we made. We sold our Psychite tea, but you can't have it back. Yeah, I'm sorry, a deal's a deal. Doesn't look like there's anything particularly amazing here, though I suppose I could sell one of our good human leather dusters, sure, and buy some more packets of biomes. I mean, they last for pretty much ever, which is actually quite nice. We could even get some more components, really, or more medicine. I'm not going to say no to medicine. I think that's quite a reasonable trade for one human leather duster. That's fantastic. Yes, I agree. Let's get all of that in as well, please, as soon as you can. Bring these in, and Ika, as soon as you're done there, if you could bring in the medicine as well. This is actually not going too poorly. I'm going to be honest, I'm reasonably happy with what I'm seeing here. Where's Lady Wolfheart? Lady Wolfheart, you were meant to come back and grab something? There you are. You've already got it. And they're off. Well, that was actually fantastically good trading. Maybe if we made some jade crafts, we could trade that as well, but I'm not in any great rush to do that one right now. I think instead, we're just going to focus on a couple of things. We've made a lot of room in our various storages now, so we can bring some other items inside, which is grand. Yeah, I'd say the colony is doing okay. Ika, I really would like it if you would sow these plants a little bit sooner, but I guess we have only got one person managing all of that food right now, so it's a little bit of a potch. In fact, I'm going to tell you from now on, now that we've got something of the food under control, I'm going to switch that one to corn. It's a little bit, I mean, they're both as reactive to the soil quality as each other, but the corn is a little bit less labor intensive, and it seems that that's what we're suffering with right now. Ika can't manage this many crops, this much sowing and harvesting. So corn, which takes much longer to grow but gives a much higher yield when it's grown, is a bit more time efficient for the labor of our colonists. But with that, I think we are in fact ready for Dark Aavak to make a move. Have we got 2 bedrolls? We've got 1 bedroom over there, and Evil Friend is currently still using one, so that's not ideal. We've got marble blocks there. How many do we need? We need more marble blocks. So, let's have a look at your health. You're fine. Let's go and bring in some marble blocks then. And I will bring you back when we're ready to head off. Okay, Randy, I'm starting to get a little bit suspicious now. Is this like a boss battle? Are you providing me with a place to rest and a vending machine from whence to purchase many, many Phoenix Downs and potions because you know what's coming next is going to completely deplete all of my consumables and or possibly cause a full party wipe? I suspect that we may be in the end times, everyone. Randy's just toying with us, trying to give us a false sense of hope. I wouldn't put it past Randy, actually. Right, okay, well, currently we are... Evil Friend finally has a decent bed, so let's go ahead and install this one whilst Evil Friend is in it sleeping, because, you know, progress waits for no man, Evil Friend. No man at all. Everyone else is kind of sleeping. Oh, what's Dark Aavak getting up to? Oh, what? Okay, something very bad is about to happen. Every male colonist smiles with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring. It is projecting a psionic drone onto this side through an orbital amplifier, tuned to only affect males. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite bitter. Either that, or Tynan pushed through a stealth update, and Tynan, I don't know, something in his life has just gone amazing, and just wants to spread happiness and cheer for like a day, maybe an hour. An hour of happiness and cheer. That's what Tynan is doing for us right now. But as soon as Lady Wolfheart is awake, then I'm going to have you head down here and take care of things. I thought Yoko was going to just uninstall that. That would have been fantastic. Evil Friend just wakes up to being, thrashed around as Yoko's trying to upend him out of the sleeping bag, and she's dragging it out the door. It's like, okay, fair enough. Right. Oh, no, Berserk Duck. Duck has gone berserk. Okay, she will attack anyone she sees. Well... Ica? Sort of okay. Okay, get in there. Take on Duck. I'll send Dark Aavak up there as well. Come on. Let's get in there and help. Okay, so things are somewhat restoring. Maybe. Okay, Duck is surrounded. Termite and Ica are both working on this. Dark Aavak is soon going to be there, and things will go quite dire at that point. Oh, no, never mind. Duck is down. Could you capture Duck, please and thank you? Okay, Dark Aavak, you're no longer needed. Thank you. Actually, while you're up here, could you clean this room? Honestly, we need to clean this room anyway, frankly. That's probably causing some of the problems, really. Let's get this place sorted out. Ica, if you could go back to bed and be treated. Damn it, you were only up for like a day. Oh, my lord. Clean that blood and then tend to Ica. Let's have a look at you. Just a couple of bruises, nothing major. In fact, Dark Aavak's probably just going to pat you down. Oh, no. Dark Aavak's going for the herbal meds. Oh, okay, never mind. That's not so bad. Alright, so, we've got another tribe here willing to make a trade, though what are you realistically going to have for me to buy? Psychite tea. Fair enough. The tribes are honestly some of the best trading partners we've got right now. I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy. We don't need the herbal meds. We're already producing enough of that ourselves. I could buy all of your pemmican, though. And that I could probably get for a reasonably small price, actually. Let's, yeah. I'm going to sell 2 human leather dusters. And that's going to put us back into positive earnings. That's kind of crazy, honestly. I could even go as far as to sell the human leather carbide hunt. It's not like we're going to be shy of that particular resource, realistically. We have got a lot of items that I can sell, though. They're willing to buy all of my... my melee weapons, which is actually quite nice. Do I want to get rid of the gladiators? Let's have a quick look. 6.02 armor penetration is 18%, or 6.71 and armor penetration is 20%. I think we'll stick with the Iqua. I know the sight of Dark Aavak, wielding a gladius, probably posturing and doing a few sword acrobatics just to intimidate his foes before he lays into them and cuts them into tiny little bite-sized chunks, is quite entertaining. But the Iqua is, objectively the better weapon. So sure, I will accept your pemmican, your tea, so much tea. I may even be able to remove the tea restriction. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, you need to be allowed outside. This is truly an amazing time. And Evil Friend, if you will come and grab this as well, that would be grand. Oh wait, have you been treated? No, you have not. So Dark Aavak, can you continue tending to Ica, and then you can go and grab whatever it is. Sorry about that, Ica. My bad. You can go grab the pemmican. Actually, Lady Wolfheart can grab the pemmican. That's fine. There we go. Not bad at all, I must say. There we are. Everything is fine. We've got plenty of food now, and an awful lot of food, actually. The pemmican realistically shouldn't really be going there, but whatever. Maybe I could store pemmican and packaged survival meals just in the ingredients area, because it doesn't really fit either of these two spaces. We'll see. But for now, I think it's time for us to head out. Lady Wolfheart is just tending to Duck. Honestly, you're very lucky that you're getting any tending at all, really. We have reduced resistance completely, so we can now start trying to recruit termite. But I'm gonna continue to reduce resistance and just focus on building their rapport with the colony until we have a bedroom set up. That's probably going to be the next big project that we do for the colony here. As soon as you're done with recreation, could you come and uninstall that? And then also, if we could get these rooms cleaned, that would be fantastic. I'm not going to lie. It would be amazing to get all of this place sorted out. Oh, okay. That was the end boss. Where is it going to land? Is it going to land on us? Apparently it might. They might be dropping right down inside the base. A mechanoid combat cluster is landing nearby. The cluster will be initially dormant, so you can take time to decide how to attack it. It may remain dormant until disturbed, or it may have a timer or proximity activators. Even dormant mech clusters aren't harmless. A dormant cluster may assemble mechanoid attackers from time to time, or have some broader negative effect that must be dealt with eventually. Alright. Okay, it's going to land outside. Let's have a look. What have we got? What have we got? We've got a mini slugger turret, dormant. We have got a mortar shield. Okay. We've got an auto-charge turret, an auto-inferno turret, an unstable power cell, and a mini slugger turret. There is no obvious thing that's going to activate them. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. This is amazing. An unstable power cell. Large explosion if damaged, but it is an infinite energy source. A mechanoid power generation unit, the vanometric power core will run forever, extracting energy from quantum foam fluctuations. An internal amplifier system makes it unstable. If damaged, the unit will generate a massive explosion. Some brave humans steal these from mechanoids for their own use as power plants or defensive bombs. However, an unintentional detonation can be devastating. Yes, it can. Also, a mortar shield. Intercepts aerial projectiles. Next recharge for 1 day in 9.5 days. Charge cycle 10 days. Okay, so it can only deflect like one thing. A shielding device which projects a momentum repulsor field. Shots can go out, but not in. This one is tuned to high angles, so it will block mortar rounds. The unit can be temporarily disabled by EMP attacks, either by shocking the projector unit itself or using EMP munitions on the shield. Now, the question is, could I get in there, uninstall, and remove these? There's no automatic activator in here. Maybe I could claim them. Oh, this is tempting. Could I? No. Must designate abandoned artificial structures. No, I can't. Maybe I have to just remove the entire engagement before I can take that, but either way, that's fantastic. What we might be able to do is perhaps blow a hole through a wall if we have grenades. We don't have grenades, no, but could we make grenades? I would need a machining bench for that. What are we currently researching? We are presently researching geothermal power. I would very much like that, to be certain, but getting EMPs would be also extremely good. They're going to take as much time to get, though, as each other, so not really as useful an option. And we don't have a machining table, but perhaps with all the money that we've got on our trip out, we may be able to swing by a town that is likely to have something that we could buy, some grenades perhaps. All we would need is grenades, and at a decent angle we could throw the grenades in, cause this to detonate. It would probably take out the other one. Hopefully it wouldn't explode this one. No, so we might be lucky. We might be able to do quite a lot of damage. If nothing else, we could get in close and attack it, but the mini sluggers would be a problem. We would probably want to burrow a little hole through there and just throw grenades in at an angle. You can't get grenade rebounds, which is a shame, because you could, if you could make a hole there, you could just bounce it off. But we may be able to take these out with grenades. I'm thinking that's probably going to be our best option. There doesn't appear to be any obvious way that it's going to activate, so we may still be safe to have our peeps head out. We will see very soon. Dark Aavak, you're heading off to get that work done. Good, good, good. Let's have a look at you. You're all right. Right. Okay, Lady Wolfheart, Dark Aavak, we're going to leave the colony to it for now and hope to goodness that this doesn't turn around and backfire on us. It may do. It may do. But we're going to also be taking some trade goods. Hopefully, we'll be able to make our way over to the nearest Outlander town and possibly buy some weapons. The nearest Outlander town is right there. Studos Alliance. Yeah, I think we might be able to make this happen. All right, so form a caravan. First, choose the route. I must select some people to be on this. We're going to be taking Lady Wolfheart, the overwhelming support for Lady Wolfheart and Dark Aavak going out on another bit of a road trip. Right, let's choose the route first. Go there. Then from there, we'll be over to here. Now, the entire route is going to take 11 days. 1.1 day. And then back. Add a new waypoint here. The entire trip is going to take 2 days. If we can just bring 2 days worth of food, that's all we need to worry about. And everything else can be spent bringing along trade goods. Now, I can't tell if that's particularly good meals, so we're going to grab the packaged survival meals. This will... Honestly, I could just bring the packaged survival meals and that will give us 2 days of food just straight up. Is Yoki coming along? Yes. So we're going to need some human meat as well. I'm going to bring along 5 regular, simple meals. The packaged survival meals will hopefully not be eaten, but we'll see. We'll also bring along 50 units of human meat for Yoko to eat there. Alright, so other things that we're going to bring along. I could bring along some Psychi tea. We're only going to be gone for 2 days, so realistically we only need 2. We could make sure that we've got the bedrolls coming along. There we are. 2 good human leather bedrolls. And we will also bring... I mean, the parka is bloody weighty, but that's fine. We'll bring along all of our cash as well, because grenades are not exactly cheap. We could also bring a decent amount of jade with us. I mean, it would be better if we made it into something, I'm not going to lie. Maybe, well, we've got 43 herbal meds. Maybe we could take 20 of the herbal meds with us as well. This is not going to be too much for us to carry. It's actually going to allow us to make some decent progress, I think. Yeah, 40 out of the 70. I think this is a decent amount. We also want to bring 1 Equa as well, just to make sure that Dark Aavak is properly equipped. And I think Dark Aavak has the combat shotgun, whereas Lady Wolfheart has the incendiary launcher. I'm going to bring along the machine pistol for her, just in case. There we go. That should be good. There we are. Yes. We're going to take 4.1 days worth of food. It's fine. We're not going to be out that long. This should not be too much of a problem for us. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to react to the fact that we've got waypoints here. What's Dark Aavak doing? Just chilling out. Waiting for the others to come and join. Are you going to grab your equipment? One would hope so. Guys, there we go. There we are. Perfect. Right, grab everything. Make sure you've got all the food you need. Dark Aavak's grabbing all the food. Well done. And we are going to be bringing along all of the silver. Good, good, good. All of the bedrolls are brought along. Some extra meals. Lady Wolfheart's stopping for a quick nom right now before we head out. Fair enough. Come on now. Yoko's waiting out there in the toxic fallout for you guys. How are you doing, Yoko? It's initial. It should be okay. It should be fine. Right. Okay. So the caravan begins. Oh. Really? That's an ancient danger? Well, I guess that makes sense, actually. Dark Aavak draws near the ancient wall. A sense of foreboding overcomes him. He isn't sure why, but he feels that this dusty structure may contain great danger. Very well. We've got something else to play around with very soon, then, in that case. There we go. They're onto the map. Right, they're approaching the item stash. Now, I'm not sure... Oh! Where are you going? No! No. No. 100% no? Never. Go for... In fact, are you healthy? Well, you are kind of healthy enough. Actually, no, you're unroofed. Get back inside. Just tend to the colony for now. Just focus on the colony. Aika, you're the same. Focus on the colony for the time being. Just try and keep this place going for now. You got the cook skill of 3. You are going to food poison everyone. Cargo pods have dropped. Please don't drop on the... Oh. That's too good to turn down. Can you... Alright. Alright, we're going to have to march you out there in a very specific route, though. Let's get over there. I'm going to have you march all the way back. Now, you're probably going to be a derp about this, but sure. Alright. Can I have you pick these up? No. Go ahead and prioritize hauling them. Okay, you're taking a reasonable route back in. Oh, I'm so happy with you. So very happy. Right, let's have a look. We're on our way. Oh, they've stopped to rest. That makes sense. Let's have a look at the needs of the caravan. Mood is fairly high, actually. Mood's very high. Let's have a look at this one. Butchered human, like, yeah, I know, that kind of sucks. Decent bedroom right now. Somewhat impressive dining room. 8 fine meal. Quite comfortable. Recreation, fully satisfied. Very low expectations. Whereas Dark Aavak, on the other hand, if we have a quick look at you, wearing human leather pants, quite comfortable. Transhumanist overjoyed. Cooked cannibalism, very low expectations. You are a little bit sick because we did send you off the map whilst you were under the effects of toxic fallout, which is a bit of a shame because you're probably going to keep hold of that for a little while, aren't you? It is going to slow you down ever so slightly. Yeah, that has well, actually no, it's gonna decrease. Interesting. So, you know, again, you're just ducking from one cave to the next. Once that drops below 5%, I think the consciousness debuff will cease, which will be very, very good for us. There we go. Let's get you some. Why is there a fine meal in here? What kind of food are you getting? You should be on prisoner rations, same as you. Also, you should not be on the best meds that we have. That looks like we need to have a quick check. What are prisoner rations? It's currently simple meals. Someone must have just dropped that meal in there. Oh well, that's fine. We'll leave it there for now. You know, you can have that one. By fate or some other mechanism, you've got yourself a really tasty meal. Enjoy it because you're not going to get any more. And with great speed, it looks like our caravan is about to pull into their first waypoint. Now, whether they immediately head off to the next one or not, I don't know. Generating new map for encounter. Fantastic. Okay, Lady Wolfheart's caravan has arrived at the item stash. Jump to location. What are we going to find here? What can we already see? We can see a lot of marble. Ooh, I wouldn't mind taking some of those bricks with us, but unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to. Marble urn over there. I mean, you know, pretty, certainly. But am I going to take it? No. No, we're not going to take it with us. Unlikely, anyway. Got some room to carry some stuff, but we're also going to be adding to that stuff going forward. Okay, so this is the main location we want to claim. So let's go ahead and whomp. Hours. Right, then. Let's move forward. Slowly. In 3 days, the caravan will automatically be reformed. You can reform the caravan now in the world. That's actually pretty cool. I like that they'll move on after 3 days automatically, or, you know, just chill out. So, with that, I wonder, can you only do this? Can you only do this at encounter points? Or could I give a waypoint at an area and it would generate an encounter when I showed up? If so, that would be a way of having remote mining colonies, like, you know, 3-day mining colonies. Wouldn't be too bad to grab a little bit of steel, perhaps. Right. We need to be careful about this one, Lady Wolfheart. I absolutely don't want you using that. What have you got on you? Can you drop the machine pistol? Can you equip the machine pistol? Let's go for it. There we go. Can you pick up the incendiary launcher? There we are. Right, Dark Aavak. You want regular breach procedures here. We don't have a particularly good way in, but Lady Wolfheart, pop your head in. Oh, okay. Never mind. Wow. Okay, that was significantly less terrible as than I thought. Okay, pick up the side trainer, please. And pick up the painstopper. Well, well, well. This was, quite honestly, one of the best little things that we've seen so far. Well, that was fantastic. While we're here, though, let's remove these floors. Do these count as floors? They do. Then I would like them removed. Right, both of you. Chop, chop. Get to pulling all of that wood down. No, really? Come on now. If you need a sleep, I mean, that's fine, but you don't need to sleep. That's a lie. How about you? No, you don't need to sleep either. Come on, let's grab this wood. This wood is precious to us. We're not going to be... Oh, you Dark Aavak, come on now. You're not that tired, you lazy bones. Let's just get a couple of these things done. There we go. Right. We will reform the caravan shortly. Could you at least rest inside? You know what? We're gonna make a move straight away rather than just stay here and continue to build up our toxic fallout. All right. So let's reform the caravan. Head back to the world. We'll bring as much of that wood as we can with us. So, view Trav's quest. Yeah, pick all of this up. Jump to item stash. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I've gotten everything, so I would assume we're good to go. Let's grab the everything. Grab as much wood as we can. I could bring the urns, I suppose, but marble urn, maybe, but no, it's the wood that we want. Let's grab all of it. It's going to slow us down a fair old bit, actually, but that shouldn't be too bad. We've got enough food to last us several extra days. And with that, we should be on the move. Do we not have any direction to go? Maybe we do not. Okay. Well, let's head over there then. It seems that doesn't automatically maintain the waypoints that you set. So maybe we're going to have to, for science, being able to do that in the future. People are at risk because of... Let's have a look. What's wrong? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What is... Oh, no. Didn't flick the switch, did I? Allowed the batteries to completely drain. I need this done right now. Wow. We've lost a big toe due to freeze burn. Ooh. I'm so sorry, Termite. On the plus side, you'll get a bionic leg eventually, so it's fine. Who can we have as a doctor? Eagle Friend, you're pretty much the only person who can. Can you please tend to Termite? That is a massive, massive oops on my part. My bad, everyone. So sorry. But, you know, this is the way it is. Termite is no longer incapable of walking. Oh, that's good. But you're going to be a little bit less useful now until I get your bionic leg. Damn it! Oh, well. That's totally on me. Totally on me. Let's have a look at your health. Yeah, it's gonna suck. This frostbite could actually turn nasty as well. Well, tis what tis. There's not a lot we can do about it. On the plus side, I got loads of food, so you know we're not gonna go hungry anytime soon, which is quite nice. Though at this point, maybe you guys are gonna end up accidentally being some food. Can you? No, it's reserved for prisoners. Well, we'll just leave it there then. Doesn't seem that they want to do anything else with that. Looks like Ike is getting on with a little bit of mining as well. That's fantastic. And the caravan is almost there. That's fantastic. I'm really glad we've got these roads to use. That was a fantastic quest. There was no downside to that one whatsoever. All right. Well, let's continue to mine through. In fact, I'm going to cancel this side of the mine just to ensure that you will always try to mine on that side and only on that side. That seems like a very smart move, really. Can we clean a bit of this blood and gore from around here? Because I can only assume that that's not exactly fun. There we are, and we can slowly get this this place back to rights. This, of course, needs to be reinstalled right next to the bed for it to have any effect on the bed whatsoever. I did mean to do that the moment I got the bedroll moved, but it was a bit of a derp there, unfortunately. Oh well. Right, we are going to need some parkers. Have we got parkers set up? We do have parkers set up, yes. Do we not have enough leather? No, we don't. So I am going to need to add a bill for some patch leather. Do until you have. Always make sure that we have a certain amount. Now, this will... How much does it produce? It doesn't tell me. No, it doesn't exactly tell me how many we're going to have, but I'm going to say just make it until we have... How much will we need for a parka? Human leather parka requires... all of these are just human leather. We just want some regular parkas, but in terms of leather, 80 ingredients. So if we tell you to always keep a stock of, well, let's say 200. Let's set that. You can look everywhere for it. Pause it or unpause it when it drops below, or rather at 100. That should do. We'll leave that one there. Now we've got duster, button-down shirt, and pants. I would very much like to add in some other items here. Now, currently, we're doing until on the regular duster. We're just making that whatever we can. Let's add in a regular parka then, just to help out a little bit. We'll slide this one all the way up top. There we go. And I pretty much want the details that we've got here. So just don't make it out of any of the wools that we have available. But realistically, I don't actually mind with the parka. You can make it out of whatever, just not human leather, because most people don't enjoy it. I don't know why, but whatever, I guess. I would like to make sure that there's at least one here. If we have a look at the details of the way I've set these up, do until you have one. Look everywhere. We want it up to 80%, normal to legendary, and only allowed ingredients. And that should be copied down here. So do until we have just one. Don't count equipped. Don't count tainted. Look everywhere. We want it between 80% durability and 100% durability. If it's lower than that, then we want another one made. And normal to legendary, only allowed ingredients. And I should probably set up something similar that we've got with the human leather here for pretty much all of these. And I'm going to do that right now. There we go. With the current mod for workshops, this is a much easier job than it used to be, because we can copy a job and then can apply it, any of the settings which make sense, to any other job. So even though this is a Dustin and this is a Parker, I can just click that and it will copy over all of the necessary settings, and it'll ignore anything that no longer makes sense. So for example, if this couldn't be made of wool, it wouldn't sweat it. It would just copy over just the leathers, for example. So that will work there fairly well, and we should now see a little bit of work being done, hopefully, to make sure that we've got at least one item of each type of clothing available for everyone. As for Dark Aavak and Lady Wolfheart, they are very rapidly approaching Shafter, where we're hopefully going to get a decent bit of trading going on and maybe purchase some grenades. The wood, of course, is not for trade unless we absolutely have to, but I'd rather not if I can avoid it, since that is such a scarce resource. We need to grab that pretty much whenever we can. We just couldn't carry that much because we were already laboring under the weight of the caravan as was. Maybe if we had some pack animals and that, there is a good chance that we might try to grab some pack animals going forward. But for now, this will do. Right, what we're looking for, penoxycillin might not be a bad one. High explosive shells. Now, if we had the technology, we could turn that into a warhead, which would be useful. Bionic animal liver, wouldn't mind actually. Detoxifier stomach. Ooh, we've got some nice ones, but that is extremely expensive. But the detoxifier stomach, an artificial stomach replacement with a broad spectrum toxin filter and neutralization system. It allows the user to eat almost anything without ever worrying about food poisoning. I mean, it's quite nice. I'm not going to lie, that would be pretty good. What else have you got? You've got an EMP launcher. Now we are talking. You've also got a triple rocket launcher, which might not be a bad purchase for us. Smoke pop belt. No, not really interested. Shield belt, though. We are interested in that. Wooden plate armor. I think so, no. Synthetic tribal hairdress, no. The shield belt and the EMP launcher are the big ones for us here. The EMP launcher is a definite. We can almost afford that just with the money we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have a look through and see what kind of deal we can get. And I'll bring you back in just a moment. Okay, after looking at pretty much everything we could sell to try and make up the money, I can't afford the shield belt, which is a bit of a shame. I would very much like to get one at some point, and that is definitely something on our list of things to do. Instead, I'm going to pick up some flak pants. There we go. That'll be a decent one. We'll get rid of a fair bit of wealth by doing this as well, which is not a bad move because it'll reduce the kind of the severity of raids coming our way. We'll end up with a decent amount of wood besides, and I suppose I could pick up a couple of beers for the road. Well, just one beer for the road, I guess. That's fine. We're selling off the berries, don't really need them, but everything else should be fine. So with that, except just make sure I'm not selling anything I really don't want to sell. Like, I don't know, Yoko. Still worries me whenever I see that, I'll be honest with you. There's burden. What is burden? Out of curiosity. Let's have a look. Slows the target for a short time by suppressing motor activity in the brain. That might not be a bad one to pick up at some point, but no. We're not going to be going for that one just yet. Dark Aavak's already got enough things to be worrying about. So let's accept that trade, and with that, I want you to enter Noble's Rest. It's going to take 1.3 days to get back. We've got 2 days worth of food, very heavily laden there, but we have got a new weapon, which is going to be very, very useful for us. We are almost certainly going to start taking out the enemies nearby, the tribes and the pirates where they sit. That may take some time. We're not going to be looking to do that in any kind of near time span, but it's definitely something on the list of things I would like to accomplish. But with that, I'm fairly happy with our trading. When the group gets back, we will have weapons suitable for taking on mechs. Now, the big thing here is we don't have any really destructive grenade, but if we can just disable some of these turrets, get in there, do a little bit of damage, and then extract, come back a little bit later, then that is going to be amazing. What we don't want to do is hurt this power cell, which means you're going to be a real problem for me. Because I'm worried you'll explode enough to trigger the power cell anyway, which is a problem. What I may be able to do, however, is perhaps, if proximity doesn't set them off, if we can get in there and build a granite wall around this power cell, so that any explosion here is not going to trigger an explosion in the power cell and then lose that for us. Really, Duck? Again, berserk once more. I need to get you a weapon you can just beat the Duck down with. Go ahead and grab the heavy SMG. Evil friend, though, whilst you're out and about, could I get you in here to deal with Duck for me, please? And thank you. Melee attack, Duck. Also, what's your toxic buildup? It's not great, I'm going to be honest. Duck is already down. Never mind then, I guess. Could you capture Duck, please? Really? Let's have a look. How badly hurt are you? Not really. Okay, well, tend to termite first, then tend to Duck, then clean up the blood, and Ica, at some point, get some sleep. But that is going to be it for this episode. A good bit of trading done. Dark Aavak now has all of the components necessary to become a silenced Psyker. He's going to be able to use any level without reprisal from the Broken Empire. Now, it does mean that he's going to be at a slightly higher chance of killing himself in a fight, because he's just never going to back down. But let's be honest, he was never going to back down anyway. Really, Termite? Now Termite's deciding to have a go? Fine. Get in there. Evil friend, are you already fighting? No. Then fight. Try not to kill, but honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be too surprised if you do, and wouldn't necessarily be too unhappy if you did. On the plus side, though, they are useful training for our social skills. That sounds so wrong to say it like that, but it's true. Right, I'm going to allow both of you to just tend to yourselves. If you can't, it's annoying, but okay then. Evil friend, can you tend to yourself as soon as you can, and then as soon as Ica heads to bed, we'll get him tended as well. But that's going to be it from me. I really, really do hope you've enjoyed today's episode, being a bit of an interesting one. We haven't really passed that many days. I think it's about 4 days in game time, but a lot has happened in that time. We've got a mech cluster on our doorstep again. We've also got Ica back in the fold, though I suspect that things could be better for Ica, if I'm perfectly honest. Evil friend, while you're there, could you tend to Termite again, please? Thank you. And generally speaking, things are going okay. Dark Aavak is about to power up. Lady Wolfheart and Dark Aavak are about to return. What just happened there? An eclipse is happening. That's actually quite fine. I don't actually care. That's not going to be a problem for us too much. We've got plenty of power in the cells, so that should be okay. But that is going to be it from me. So as ever, I look forward to any feedback down in the comments down below, and of course, if you like, then do leave a like, and if you aren't already subscribed, do consider subscribing so you get updates of when these videos go out, and I will see you in the next one. But until then, do take care.